What's up, everybody? Agne here, and today we're going to be getting into companions. Are they worth it? Are they worth investing in? Are they just generally worth your time to be working on? And if so, which ones are the best ones? So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so like I said in the little intro, Agne here, and we're going to get into today, what are the best companions? Are they even worth getting? And if so, which ones are the best ones? So we'll get into that. Before we get into that, got to get into the usual shenanigans. This video is sponsored by AppCoins. We're using my code AGNEX. You can get anywhere from 5 to 65% off all in-game purchases. This game really doesn't make you spend a lot, but if you do want to go ahead and spend to be able to get an immortal or whatever that you so desire to get, this is a way to be able to make it a little bit cheaper. So use my code AGNEX, you can get anywhere from 5 to 65% off. A full explanation of how to do so would be down in the link down below. As well as down in the description down below will be a link to my Discord. I'm still working on separating out to different games, but for right now, it just has a bunch of, two of the games I play in there. But it's a great community. We have voice calls and just general information. You're welcome to ask any question you want. People will answer. So it's just a great little community to go ahead and jump into. So that'll all be down in the description down below as well. As well as in that, because we're always trying to help people out, there's still a large part of people that are not subscribed to my video or to my YouTube channel. I put out that you guys watch the videos every week, but I still have a really low amount of people that are actually subscribed. Please hit that subscribe, hit that like, leave a comment, lets me know what kind of content you want. If you want me to make more content, lets me know what you want content made of. It really just helps me out as a YouTuber itself. So again, that's down in, all that is down in the description down below, and just hit that like, hit that subscribe. It really helps me out. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so for companions, are they good? It's kind of a toss-up. So companions, what happens with companions is when your regular march dies, they will come out in their place. Now, there's a couple different things that make them obviously not as satisfactory. For one, if your marches are already dying and then they come out, they're not going to be at the strength that you need them to be. They're kind of like just a little sidekick to try to keep the fight going a little longer. However, I assume that if you do upgrade them enough, then they'd be worth it. But I highly suspect that would be a ton of money to do. And then you gotta look at the other things that you don't have stratagem and such that are actually attached to them. So you're missing out on a lot of potential from, so you potentially have to upgrade them more than you do your normal troops for them to even be worth it. But with that being said, what are the better ones? For this, it's actually pretty clear cut. The two purples are not that great. We'll go through them anyway. But which one is this one? This one is Wang Xiaojun. Attack enemy, single target, deals 300 RP damage. 30% damage is absorbed to heal an allied officer with the lowest HP. Then it has all this. So basically when it first pops in, it will immediately hit somebody. And it has rage skills that deal a little extra damage and reduce their healing. So on and so forth. And then you have Stranagun Warner, which does attack single enemy target, deals 300% M damage, lowering the damage reduction by 15% for 2 turns. Activates enhanced skill, heals 2 allies with the least amount of HP in an amount of equal to 20% attack, and increases their dodge by 10%. So here's the thing about these, is that they sound great, but if you actually look at what their base attack is, so like for this, for instance, you got 35,101. All right, now obviously these just came out, but they do take a lot to be able to actually level up. Then you look at something like this, where you're looking at 3 million attack. So you see the big discrepancy for how much you'd have to spend to even make them worthwhile to be even close to on par with what your normal heroes are. Alright, but we'll get right back into it. Then you have the two orange ones, which for this one, Consort U is attacks front row enemies, deals 200 P damage for each one skill target reduced. Damage increases by 20%. A little bit better than the purples. Oh, I didn't read the other skill. Then you have, again, entrance skill, which basically hits as soon as they come in. And then it can use this rage skill again. Even still, not all that great. Now it's the same one with Mayu, which has the entrance skill, and then it has some heal along with it. With a base of attacks enemy in the front row, it does 100% M damage, has a 30% chance to apply Bewitch for one turn. Now the Bewitch is only used like on the male characters, so it basically stops them from being able to use the rage. It's useful to a point, but it's not at the same time, because I mean, when these come in, they're such low level, it's like one hit, they're dead anyway. So it's a little bit rough. Alright, so now we're getting into the better ones. By the way, sorry if I sound like I'm a bit stuffy today. I just ended up catching a cold, so I'm kind of trying to deal with that one. Alright, so Zhong Weiyun. We have attacks all enemies, deals 90% P damage, deals one bonus base attack damage after cast. Bonus attack does not increase rage. So basically it just does the normal attack after doing the original attack. This one also has an entrance skill, and then it's immune to all control effects until the battle ends. Follows every 5 attacks up with one basic attack, no rage regen. Now, if this was at a higher level, and I mean extremely higher level to where it's actually feasible to be able to match up with other officers, this one actually wouldn't be too bad. It would actually be kind of beneficial, but the amount of money that you would have to put into this makes it not really worth it. I mean, you could have an entire you could probably have 2 lines of unparalleled immortals for the cost of making one of these even worthwhile. Alright, then you got Hua Mulan, which has attack the enemy with the highest attack, deal 360 P damage, increases damage dealt by 30% for 3 turns, up to 10 stacks. If it kills an enemy, deals a bonus basic attack damage. Decent, not the best of the 4. Has another entrance skill. Base Rage 2 upon skill cast. When HP falls below 50, restores Rage by 4. Triggers 1 time per battle. This is good because, as I've explained in past videos, Rage stacking is just where it's at. Again, just like I was saying with the last one, the amount that you'd actually have to put in to make this worthwhile, though, is quite a bit. But in like the long-term aspect of things, this would be another good one to have. Alright, then you got Zishi, which heals all allies by 40% of Zishi's attack. If a target has less than 50% HP before healing, increases damage reduction by 20% for 1 turn. If the target has more than 50% HP before healing, increases damage bonus by 20% for 1 turn. Alright, and then you have the talents, has another entrance thing. After a casting entrance skill and rage skill, applies 1 indispellable bless to all allies, up to 10 stacks, granting 6% base attack damage reduction and skill damage reduction. So this is basically like your support of your companion lineups. Again, it's one of those, if you have it highly upgraded, it would be good, but I wouldn't be trying to push for it. Alright, and then you got Daji, which is attack enemy in the back row, deal 155% M damage. It has 45% chance to apply stun for 1 turn. And then you got another entrance skill, and then increase the chance to stun after casting rage skill to 70% with 40% chance to inflict stun to 1 enemy officer with the highest attack for 1 turn. This is kind of a mid-ground one, but still in the same boat as the others. Alright, so what's the best ones of these? I mean, if you're just going to go free to play and get them as they come, what's the best ones? So the best three, for sure, are actually, they make it actually pretty easy on this one. It's going to be the top three that they have posted. That's the Shengwan, Huamalan, and Zaishi. Then you got the Daji. And then your consort U and me U. So since you can only have 6 deployed at a time anyway, those would be the best ones that you possibly could have in that particular situation. All right, so that's about all that I can say on this. I hope that this video helped you out, and Ignis out. We'll see you in the next